Not gonna lie, today was a tough one. 4:30. And I don't think my body ever really gets used to this. The exhaustion is real. But I have made it my New Year's resolution that I am gonna get Max into his own room this year. Not right now where we're ready to change beds, because I've got huge plans coming up. But it was time for me to get my shark mask on. Now, I have figured out that the red light therapy session, which is the anti-aging setting, is 6 minutes. That gives me time to get my coffee ready, get Max's breakfast ready, and I'm basically multitasking. I started to get a head start with a packed lunch. I'm putting baby corns in, so I decided to boil them up, and that is my mask finished. Preparing His Highness's breakfast, awaiting his arrival, but it wasn't long before he made an appearance, joined me on the sofa for the coffee. There's nothing quite like the first sip of a coffee. And even though he gets me up in the middle of the night, he is so damn cute. I mean, how can you be mad? Even when Max was a tiny little baby, he was the worst sleeper. I remember thinking it was never ending. I remember thinking I cannot do this any longer. And here I am, 6 years later. I don't know if you noticed that I actually brushed my teeth with a normal toothpaste, and then I go in with a polish. When I'm getting ready in the morning, honestly, the amount of times I have to get going through the living room, changing the TV, getting him a snack, getting him his juice, and basically I am living in this Reason stuff. And here's me taking a deep breath, because I just know in my head that today is going to be tough with transition. Because we were up so early, I mean, look at behind, it's still pitch black outside. I decided to take these last little hair extensions out, because I'm getting my new hair in on Thursday, and I'm so bloody excited. This literally took me 10 minutes, quickly popped on a treatment. Love this honey one. I love wearing my hair in like a slick back, especially with like a hair treatment on, and then a hairspray over the top. This is like my school run look. Glassy skin, slick back bun, strong brow. Skin is white as the living dead, but let's be honest, I'm barely functioning. I've got a lot on just now, and sometimes it's okay to just be gentle with yourself. But one thing I can't live without is the NYX lip lingerie. I use this every day on my lips, and this brow product, which I shouldn't really be showing you, but I am. This has been nearly 3 years in the making, and it's coming very soon. In love with the new L'Oreal Factor 30. I cannot believe how gorgeous this is on the skin. And yet again, here he is with his little remote for the TV telling me, come on, I need it changed. But even just putting on a tiny little bit of blush, a tiny bit of lips, honestly makes me feel so much better, more put together. I then went to go and put things out in the car, and seeing that the back of my car looked like this, and I couldn't quite understand what the hell it was. I was thinking it was maybe a biscuit or something crumbled in, but I was like, no. As you can see, the sun is starting to rise, it's starting to get light outside, so I hoovered the car, and Max has a thing about taking his shoes off. Max has got a thing that he takes his shoes off in the car. Sometimes only one, then I carry him in, and then I forget to take the shoes in, so 3 sets of shoes. We're all set for the transition. This is Max's visuals for his class. Trying to keep him calm in the morning for transition is really tough. He is all over the place. Getting him dressed is an absolute full-time job. It's exhausting, it's challenging, it's physically challenging. At this point, I genuinely don't need a gym. We get there in the end, and that's all that matters. But when that little boy smiles at me, it literally does something to my insides. He makes my heart happy, but he also makes me cry. Today it was absolutely lashing a rain. Here's me shouting on my daughter, saying we're getting in the car. So we had to put on his boots, because he was meant to be doing I think it was like a school excursion outside for the rain, but then it got cancelled as we were driving into Aberdeen. So luckily I have got his trainers in my hand, and I put them in the bag, because he didn't need his boots in the end. Mornings in my house are absolutely hectic. We do the same routine every single day, and sometimes it does feel like Groundhog Day. So to any parent out there that has an autistic child that is doing the same thing with the same routine every single day, I feel you. But today's transition to school was horrific. I needed a moment in the car park afterwards. I got home, made me, my nana and my mum a coffee and some homemade soup that I made yesterday. Filmed 2 ads, but I took all my makeup and everything off, because right now, I don't know what it is, but my sensory issues are just like, I need no makeup on. I had my little visitor here today with me. Now, he is getting fat, isn't he? Can anyone tell me if that is a female or a male? I'm thinking he's a he. Did the school run and then back home, made dinner, did a sweet and sour stir fry tonight. And one thing about being a single mom, and I say it all the time, is if I do the cooking, I've also got to do the cleaning. And sometimes it's just like, you just want to go to your bed. You just want to leave the dishes. I know in the morning I will absolutely hate myself if I've not done the kitchen. But tonight, this meal went down really well. The kids absolutely loved it, cleared their plates, which is what every mum wants. Second routine of the night with the shark mask. And this time I'm doing the blemish repair because I have got a wee blemish on my face. And again, here's Max, Mr. Demanding, needing me at every given moment. I genuinely never get a second. But you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. His communication is coming on so well at home. When he's at home, he is so happy, so content. It's just the transitions that we're struggling with just now to school. And a few people said, oh, can he get transport? There is no way that wouldn't solve the problem at all. He acts the same way when his dad drops him off, who lives 5 minutes from the school. It's nothing to do with the journey, it's to do with the transition into school. And we are trying to figure out what's going on because there has been a big change in his behaviour. Not gonna lie, it does keep me up at night. And right now I do feel like I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders. I am so glad for the friends and family that I have around me just now, because I know it won't last. Hard times never do. By the way, guys, that's a whole bottle of that gone. When I tell you I'm obsessed with this stuff, I mean, look how shiny that hob is in the worktops. It's just insane. Sif, if you're listening, that product is absolutely gorgeous. We need that bit in a floor cleaner version. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching my day today. Love ya. Bye.